Welcome to Cranky Live Sports Talk, where passion meets action.
Hey sports fans, I am Cranky, and this is the Cranky Live Sports Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into the hottest topics, the biggest games, and the most controversial moments in sports.
Whether it's football, basketball, track and field, cricket, or soccer, we've got you covered with expert analysis, insider interviews, and unfiltered opinions.
Join me as I chat with the biggest names in sports, get exclusive insights and stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Cranky Live Sports Talk is where you can hear the real talk, the hard-hitting questions, and the hottest takes.
So, if you're a true sports fanatic, you don't want to miss out? Subscribe now to the Cranky Live Sports Talk on YouTube and hit that bell icon to never miss an episode.
Cranky Live Sports Talk, where sports come alive. Subscribe today.
Good afternoon. Well, good afternoon. It's morning still. See? That's why when you don't win a game that you think you should be winning. This is Cranky, and I'm here to do a watch-along of Tottenham versus Chelsea, a game I'm truly interested in. Not because of any title aspirations or hope, even though I think Chelsea has a chance to really pursue the title, given how they're playing. More off, I think the game is more evenly matched, given that Tottenham now have their back line together. So I'm looking forward to this game. Really looking forward to it. And if glad you could join me, because I know it was the last minute. I decided 15 minutes ago to do a watch along. I hadn't planned on doing so. So anyone who joined, I appreciate you being here. It's the last minute. But it should be fun, actually. I'm really looking forward to this game. I think Chelsea has done phenomenally well, given where they started this season and given the view that the owner didn't know what he was doing. Very few people in the Premier League gave the owner any credit for being smart. They thought he was a bozo. They don't realize he's a venture capitalist. And you don't get to be a billionaire venture capitalist unless you have some idea of how you manage certain situations. So it's interesting, actually. I think Simon Jordan was one of the few people in the UK who gave him, who wanted, wait before passing judgment, because Simon, given that he owned businesses, Simon was rich at a very young age, had a phone company, worked with a lot of venture capitalists. He has an idea as to how these people operate and what their intellect is. So he gave them the benefit of the doubt. But we're here and Chelsea's doing really well. And look at their bench, frankly. Their bench is phenomenal. But it's going to be a tough game today because I think Tottenham has their full team and they're going to make them work for this victory if they were to get it. So what's your view on who you're picking to win today? It should be a good game. And you don't see me put up the starting lineups because I came late, people. I was late. As I said, I decided 15 minutes before to come on board. Tottenham is attacking already. Tottenham is going to be difficult today to play against, actually. Difficult to play against today because they have basically their full contingent of players. So they're going to make it difficult for Chelsea. Right away, they're on the attack. And you need someone like Van der Ven when you're pressing because he has so much speed he can recover. If you have Ben Davies and the other defender they had, it's much more difficult. But they also got to be very concerned about Jackson going at their defenders because he's a handful. We're in the second minute. Jackson with the ball out to Palmer. Palmer looking to play it inside to Fernandes. Now they're putting Caicedo at right back, which I think he's their best CDM. I know Lafayette is good. I thought they would play a double pivot. But I guess they want to get Fernandes in the team. They probably think he's better playing further upfield than he has been in the past. Good ball by Lafia. One thing about Spurs that they can be open. And as you come in, people hit the like button as you come in, please. Don't come in and sit down and don't hit the like button. It's not a good thing. Corner to Chelsea. And see everybody following Arsenal nowadays. People, they put everybody at the back post. They load up the back post and then run people in. Very difficult watch for Arsenal this morning, actually, before this game. I thought Partey missed a sitter. I have no idea Martinelli was offside. Makes absolutely no sense. But I think all the teams this weekend have been charitable to Liverpool, allow them to increase their lead at the top of the table. Corner to Chelsea, Palmer. See, they're taking outswingers. See, we take in-swinger corners, which is interesting. They played it short. But we're going to come back again. Oh, he probably should have scored that. That was Colwell. Yeah, he probably should have hit the target on that. Ball is not out of bounds. Sancho plays it out to Caicedo. So they're playing Caicedo back further, actually. It's going to be a very interesting game. Let's see how this game goes because Udogie and Porro like to bomb forward. Let's see if they bomb forward today with the tricky wingers that Chelsea have. But I'm really looking forward. Today should be a good game, an open game. I think both teams like to play attacking football. So we should be entertained today. And this is the lineup for both teams, so you guys can see that. One love Spurs. Brilliant balling by Johnson. Solanke final hit the target. I'm telling you, people, it's going to be goals are going to be scored today quite a bit, actually. Brilliant balling. Cucurella saying, I don't know what to tell you. I messed up. Ball played to Colwell. It played to Cucurella, who missed control and slipped. And you can't slip. Johnson come down. Good job of crossing to the near post. Colwell doesn't get across. First of all, he has the body of Solanke there, people. Don't want to foul him, but you cannot let him. But Solanke did a good job, actually. He was behind him, then he went across him. So that's difficult. I'm not going to blame Colwell for that because what happens is he was behind him. Colwell glanced, but as soon as he looked away, Solanke came forward. Talked to the net. One love to Spurs. It's gonna be a very, very interesting game, as I said. It should be goals galore in this game. Is the way I'm predicting it. So you see the lineup: Foster in goal for Tottenham, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, and Udogie. And I think both center backs have been out for about 3-4 weeks. It looks like. The Spurs, who have suffered the last few weeks, playing without actually those center backs, but they're back today, so they'll give them more options to go forward because even though Romero can be overly aggressive, Van der Ven is probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest player in the Premier League. He can recover from anything. So it's got the same Chelsea team that you see. He's now been pushing Caicedo to play right back. I think Gusto must feel hard done, actually, given how well he has played. But I guess he wants to play Caicedo in the sort of everybody trying to play that inverted. So, and he's a 6 by design. So, interesting. Chelsea looking very dangerous. coming forward. But when you commit a lot of men forward, you're going to pay for it, right? If the other team is good enough, it make you pay. Wow. That's dangerous. That's dangerous by Romero with that back hit in his box. Yeah, that's very dangerous. I don't think he even looked really well to see who was there. But that's Romero. He's a risk taker. Romero looked like he hurt something. I don't know if he hurt something. Something's not right with him. And he just came back. I hope he's not injured because that would not be good. He didn't do much to get injured on that play. And when you see players start stretching and running, you know that things are not right, people. But the midfield of Sar, Basuma, and Kulusevski is a really good midfield. Basuma and Sar with the defending, and Kulusevski is a really good attacker. So it's a bad turnover by Spurs. Spurs coming forward again. Sar dispossessed. Van de Mens and out of my life. If you just join us, we're watching the watch along. We're viewing the watch along between Tottenham and Chelsea. Are there any Chelsea Tottenham fans? We don't see a lot of Tottenham fans in Jamaica, you know. We have Chelsea fans. Not a lot of Tottenham fans. Jamaicans are mainly Liverpool, Man U, Arsenal fans. And then you have some Chelsea who probably are more later on since Chelsea started winning in the early 2000s. But Chelsea getting numbers forward, though. And the van is quick. Not a smart foul by Son. Why is Spurs dead to you, CC? By the way, CC, I know you're a Chelsea fan. You remind me of Devon. No. You people who are over 30 and say you're Chelsea fans, you're typical Jamaicans. You're bandwagonists. No, Spurs won a title in 2011? They won the League Cup. I think they won a League Cup not 100 years ago. This game is very chaotic, people. Very chaotic. Very chaotic. You can see that, right? Nobody's really controlling the game. Very, very chaotic. Press is vigorous and high. Can't get room to play. But mistakes will be made in those kind of situations. When you have quality players, Cucurella slip again. I think you have on the wrong cleats, you know. Kulusevski with another goal. Whoa. CC, maybe a long day. What a good goal by Kulusevski. Fake the shot twice and then deceive Foster. 2-0 to Spurs. Very good goal. Kulusevski's going to run. I mean, Cucurella's run to the sideline and change his cleats because he realized that he's slipping and he's pissed at somebody. I guess somebody told him to wear those cleats. He's caused 2 goals to Chelsea. 2-0. He slipped twice, and don't slip in the Premier League, people. It's a big people league. You slip, you get punished. He slipped twice and he got punished. Yep. Slipped twice, he got punished. Trying to kick the ball upfield, and they punished him. Very good goal by Kulusevski, actually. He was onside, being kept on by Budvashir. Came inside and then cut it back. No, Foster can't get that goal. I'm sorry. He's even close at the near post. Maybe it's like yesterday when Onana gave up his goal. It's a cute shot, but it doesn't have the power for it to score. It's between the legs. I guess it's between the legs of Lafayette, so they couldn't see it well, but difficult goal to give up. Yeah, he slipped twice. You remind me of somebody who played for Jamaica. That slipping thing is not a good thing. 2-0 down in the first 11, 12 minutes. Wow. Spurs fans must be delirious. Delirious. Tottenham 2, Chelsea 0. The game is not over, people. There are going to be a lot of goals in this game. I think Tottenham going to score again, actually. I don't think Chelsea defense is the best enough, but they have a great offense. Oh, brilliant ball into Son. Son to Udogie. Almost 3 people. Almost 3-0. Wow. They're playing really well. I think Son was offside on that play, though. I think Son was offside on that play, but they're putting the pressure to Chelsea. Chelsea's feeling the pressure, people. And they're pressing. See, they're pressing with Solanke, and then they're having the first line really preventing the outlet. So what Chelsea has to do is they got to get the ball over the second line, frankly, not even the first line. So there's space between the second and first line. So they get over the first line, but the first line is Solanke, which put pressure on the keeper. Interesting. So CC, are you done for the day? Are you still watching? It's amazing. 2-0 in the first 12 minutes. They score early. The good thing about Chelsea is that the goals will score very early, so they have time to recover. And they're getting behind Spurs defense, actually, because they're beating the press. And they're beating the press passing, too, not just playing the ball over the top. So, and Jackson does a good job of running the channels. So, and Romero is down. Romero's going to be out, so they got to put in, what are they going to put in, the Romanian? Yep. Dragason is going to come in. He has not played great to me, actually. So we'll see what happens. Romero pull up. They probably shouldn't have. So how you get your fitness test and you do well and then you pull up at this point in the game? That's going to be tough for them because even though Romero is wild, he's a wilder defender also. So at least they have Van der Ven back. Two slips, people, 2 goals. Cucurella can feel aggrieved because he slipped and Spurs score. So change by Tottenham, Romero off, Draga, what's his name? Draga, whatever his name is. Dragason is on. Romero is limping. I look like another month out. Any Tottenham fans in the chat? Don't be ashamed. If you're a Tottenham fan, you can put your hand up. Or you can indicate accordingly. I know there are Chelsea fans in the chat like CC. Who are you guys picking to win the game? Are you picking Tottenham now, given they're leading 2-0? Are you or you have confidence that Chelsea can come back? Chelsea scores a lot of goals, you know. Even though right now Spurs press is stifling them somewhat, but they will get behind the press at some point. They will get behind the press. Because all you gotta do is beat the pressing. When you beat it with very good, skillful players up front. And by the way, if you're an Arsenal fan, I keep telling people, Kyle Havertz is not the solution, people. And I keep hearing about how much goal he has scored. Sorry, can't convince me. He's not the solution. Not dynamic enough. Doesn't do enough. Does not do enough for me to be Arsenal starting forward. Or be starting forward for any Premier League team, frankly. Chelsea coming forward. Sancho. Oh, brilliant goal by Sancho. Brilliant goal. Tell Chelsea can come back. Brilliant goal. First of all, you can't let the man run all the way across the field and you don't put a foot in. Right? You cannot let him run all the way across the field and you do nothing. Oh, by the way, I said on the goal was Foster. It wasn't Foster. It was Sanchez, but that's Foster. Is that Foster? Yeah, it's Foster. It's a good goal. But he got to get a finger on that, doesn't he? I'm looking at that. Oh, it's out of his reach. He ain't got a chance in hell. Doesn't have a chance. Brilliant goal. Brilliant goal by Sancho. It's amazing, people, that Sancho couldn't get a look at Man U. Every Man U fan says he's not good enough. And he goes to Chelsea and he's starting over. They took him instead of Sterling. He's starting over. And Chelsea has very good wingers, Nkunku, Felix. He's starting over a bunch of other good players. Right? They have a bunch of good players who could probably play out wide, even though I wouldn't call Felix and Nkunku wingers. But it's amazing, actually. and look, he was brilliant for Dortmund. Played Champions League football, looked really good against all the top teams. So you wonder, is it Man U just not good enough? Or does the player just feel more at home playing for Chelsea? Game is not over, people, because Tottenham knows how to give up leads, Tottenham is good at giving up leads. And their 2 goals they scored was in Cucurella slip. So it wasn't as if they created them from scratch. It's going to be interesting. Bless up float management. You said 2-1? No, I didn't 2-1. There's at least 6 goals scoring today. At least 6. There's no way it's a 2-1 game. You got to think Spurs give up goals like they're going out of style, There's no way it's 2-1. No way. At least 6 total goals scoring. You have come on, Steve. You have come live, though, my youth. You have come live, CC. When I do the background thing. If you have come. You hear me, CC? If you have come live. You have come live. So fix up where you're there. I was saying if you come, I hear like it on radio. If on radio, if on TV. Bless up Ted Dexter. I love the word hope. We hope Tottenham beat Chelsea today. And so long can remind me of Havertz, Like my forward, if you have some ability to beat people. See, they're beating the first line of press, and then Tottenham is wide open. Oh, poor cross by Sancho. He just had to take that ball down and take his time. Yeah, they scored 2-1, Ted Dexter. 2-1 to Tottenham. They scored in the first 12, 11 minutes. But they're leaving themselves wide open because when Chelsea beat the first line of press, they're struggling to recover. A while ago, Sanchez should just hold the ball up. Should just hold the ball up and then let one of his men run off the defender. If you just come in the chat, people, hit the like button as you come in. And if you join us, we're in the 20th minute of another North London derby. Because normally we focus on the Tottenham versus Arsenal. I wouldn't call it North London derby because Chelsea's in West London, not North London. Oh, Palmer just missed a sitter. A sitter, people. He missed a tap-in and walking through Tottenham like butter. Yellow card. Who got a yellow card? That is to Lavia. That's not good. Can't have your 6 getting yellow that early. Palmer missed one of the simplest goals you'll ever see. Really good play by Sancho. Play back to Palmer, and he just woofed. And then Lavia took down Kulusevski. So now he's got to play Kulusevski. Kulusevski playing a 10. You don't want your player getting a 6 when you got to play somebody like tricky as Kulusevski, It's not good. Son just put Caicedo on the burner. Kulusevski coming forward. Looking to cross. Ball hit out of bounds for a corner. And in today's game, Partey has to score that goal, that header. I have no idea how you missed that. That's one of the simplest headers ever. You just got to get the ball on target. Sanchez just slicing up Spurs. It is 21 minutes and 47 seconds. That's why I changed I had streaming of people and I changed it. I'm talking my TV provider not doing that. I can't be doing watch along. I'm behind the crowd. So crossing by Spurs headed out for a goal. No, not a goal kick. Son with the ball. Kulusevski trying to beat his man. And Chelsea coming forward. It's a break now. It's two against two. Jackson coming forward. Oh, poor decision by Jackson. Spurs now win the ball. They're coming forward. It's gonna be a wide open game, people. It's gonna be a track meet. Johnson again. Cucurella out wide. Plays the ball down. Poor pass, I think, to Udogie. Johnson again with the ball, trying to cross. Far post, ball played out. It's going to be a wide open game. At least 6 goals in this game. It could be more. These two teams like to attack. And the way they're playing defense today, yeah. We're about 23 minutes in. Spurs leading Chelsea by 2 goals to 1. Wide open game. Two teams that like to attack. One like to press real high. The other do a half press. And even though they're pressing more, Son to Solanke back to Son. Son going in. Should just cross to Johnson. Took too long. Oh, Son tried to go far post and he wasn't far away. That ball that Son got, people. If he just crossed to Johnson one time when he got it, because Chelsea's playing a high line now. See, if he played the ball across to Johnson, it's wide open. He took too long. Recovered. He tried to go far corner. Wasn't far away. Games like this you love if you're a fan, but if you're a coach, it's not a good game to watch. Not a good game to watch, people. And Tottenham's right and left back. They like to attack. That's part of their problem. So they like to attack. So there's always going to be room behind them. And they're trying to play through. Wow. Caicedo making Son know that he's there. If I was Son, Caicedo doesn't have Son speed. Tottenham needs to isolate Son and Caicedo and let him run past him. Because Caicedo is a very good player. He doesn't have Son speed. Son should be able to run past him all day. Defenders trying to bully center forwards. Solanke not happy with that tackle. I would agree with you, Solanke. Oh, wow. The referee let him get away with murder, he's just running into the man's back. If you just join us, Spurs scored 2 goals in the first 12 minutes. Sancho then pulled one back for Chelsea. And it's now Tottenham leading by 2 goals to 1. It should be a foul. Yeah, he's holding him. I'm glad the referee called it. Finally. What is that? Taylor is refereeing today? Can't hold the man jersey, but it's sure. Can't hold his jersey and then complain. Oh, brilliant move with Spurs. Johnson coming back. No, just go to Kulusevski. Kulusevski coming forward. He played a bad pass, actually. If he played the ball to Kulusevski, cut the ball back to Kulusevski. Don't go far post. All Johnson to do in that play is cut the ball back to Kulusevski. He was open. He tried to go across the goal. There was no one really there for that to happen. Not a good move by Johnson. Game has settled down somewhat, people. It was very frantic in the first 20 minutes. The last few minutes has settled down somewhat. Spurs press is not as, it's still high, probably too high for me. He's got to be careful, Dragaveni, because he's the last man. He's pulling down the center forward when he's the last man. You could be accused of going through on goal in those instances. He's running a risk there, pulling down the man when he's the last man. I just realized that Madison's not playing today, actually. Kulusevski's playing the 10. Fall on the Dogi and Neto. 28 minutes in, Tottenham leading by 2-1. Goals scored by Solanke and Kulusevski, and Sancho pulled back a brilliant goal for Chelsea. And as I've said before, when we talked about this, which is Sancho looking like a world beater at Chelsea, can't get in Man United team, and Man United is way below Chelsea in the standing. I'm kind of confused about those things, Aren't you confused, people? That one player can go to another team and look so brilliant, but then when they play for another team, they look lost and as if 70-something million pounds was wasted. It's very confusing. Is it the coach or is it the player? Or both? Or is it the fans too, who may disregard the player when the player may be better and not be given an opportunity? Really interesting. Yeah, poor ball by Sanchez. Ball out of bounds for a goal kick to Tottenham. 29 minutes in, Tottenham leading by 2-1. And Spurs trying to hit them and beat the first line by going long. Kulusevski dispossessed by Cucurella. Tell the people, nobody like to play under pressure, people. Nobody likes pressure. Nobody likes pressure. Yellow card to who? Is that to Sarr? Yellow card to Sarr. I think he's saying it's an earlier foul. Anthony Taylor says an earlier foul. It's not the latest one. That wasn't a yellow card. He's calling something else. Sarr got to be careful though. What Lavia and Sarr have yellow cards. The Butters. Who are the Butters? Are you talking about Arsenal? We don't play for title. We play till we get top 4. That's what Arteta does. He's trying to get top 4 and generate more money for the Crankies. Because if he's trying to win title, you get a striker. But Kai Havertz is not a striker. And when you get a striker, Kai Havertz would not be in the team. So that's a waste of £68 million. I don't care what anybody tells me. Which could have been used to buy a striker, by the way. Chelsea coming forward again. Sancho. Porro is not a good defender. So, ball just played just behind, actually. Wide open game. Kulusevski coming forward. Solanke got fouled again. Referee says play advantage. Spurs have that their players who are defending are not, they're good offensively, they're not good defenders. PC, Buenos Dias. Nope. Buenos tardes. Afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, not so bad.
How's your team doing? You confident winning this game?
Yeah, I think we still can win the game. I just think Cucurella, how can you not be prepared enough for the game where you come on and you have to be taking off your shoes?
I know. 2 brilliant saves a while ago. Sorry, CC. Neto had 2 chances. One, but Palmer had a brilliant shot, which was saved well by Foster. And then Neto picked it up. Should have done better, actually. Tried to go near post and almost squeezed it in. And brilliant. You know what Foster did brilliantly, people? What did he do brilliantly there, CC? I'm gonna see if you know goalkeeping, which I think what people need to do. What did he do a while ago? Was so great. Actually.
Foster, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
No, I would say he made himself big enough in terms of.
Well, no, he did what De Gea normally does when you're in a certain situation. He used his feet.
Oh, the feet. Oh, no.
Yeah, because a lot of people like to dive down. By the time you go down, the ball's already gone in the goal. Your feet is pretty close to the play. People don't realize that's an important asset that goalkeepers use, and De Gea was brilliant at it. You trying to dive, by the time you try to dive, the ball is under you. So use his feet to block it, which goalkeeper should do when the ball is close to their body, actually.
No, because I think because of the double save that he made, see the reaction time for him to go down again would.
But I'm saying his feet is the right move.
That's what I say. He would have been slower than the ball.
Yeah. Referee. No. Don't pretend like you kicked him, Caicedo. That should be a yellow on Caicedo. That could be a red on Caicedo. Let's see what happens. He went in and he kicked and he missed. Let's see if VAR. I don't think people realize that, what happened a while ago. Caicedo pretend like he's hurt. He's not hurt. He kicked and missed. Let's see this again. I think the ball got tucked away from him. And that's a red card. He kicked straight through and missed. That's a red card. To me, that's a red card. To me, that's a red card. Not a red card. That's not even close. It's a red card. To me, that's a red. The ref didn't give anything, but VAR should kick into this. No, VAR says no. That's to me is a red card. People. Go look at it again.
That's
a red card. He kicked and missed and got nothing. That's poor on VAR's part. Look at this. That's poor. He kicked and missed. That's a red card. Unless they're saying the force was enough. And then he pretend like he's hurt. He's not hurt. He realized what he did. And he got nervous. That's totally ridiculous.
I think that's, as I said, Cranky, that's the problem I have with Caicedo. He can be a good defensive midfielder, but he's rush in terms of his challenges at times.
That should be a red card, people. That's poor on VAR's part. Sorry. Poor on VAR's part. If you kick through like that and you miss, you run the risk of being out. Oh, great header by Sarr, just missed. I don't know. That's not a red card. That is criminal. Yeah, Sarr needs to get over it a little bit better than that. Sanchez had no chance at that. So Caicedo got away with one there. You can't kick and miss in those situations. Caicedo can be wild, You cannot kick and miss there. Bad ball by Sanchez. Sarr plays the ball into Son. Oh! So Lanky got his feet tangled up. He's got to score that. He just got to chip it. Chelsea creates space, and now they're coming forward. Look like people having problems with their feet. When they beat the second line of Spurs defense, it's all over. Spurs is wide open. Wide open.
Something is wrong with this surface, man.
Yeah, the surface or the cleat?
Maybe the cleats that they wear.
Yeah, this is Tottenham Stadium. It's supposed to be one of the best, if not the best, football stadium in the world. So, good move by Dogi. Good play by Dogi. Good ball. Kulusevski should go inside. No, poor by Kulusevski. Poor. That was horrible. He's got to make a better pass than that. Fernandes coming forward with Sancho. Sancho not happy not getting the ball there. Team has turned the ball over a lot, though. He just keeps giving the ball away in dangerous situations. Sancho coming forward, looking for a pass, goes to Palmer, who wants to shoot. Trying to get a foul in the box, not happening. Sancho. Come back out to Cucurella, back to Sancho. They break down the Spurs defense. Almost another goal. Almost another chance for a goal. Spurs is so wide open, it's ridiculous. Their defending is atrocious. As I said before, it's going to be about 6 goals in this game today. If the teams were better in the final third, it would have been about 4 or 5 already. But both teams, by the way. If you just come in the chat, hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. I can't be coming here on Sunday morning this time, and I could be in my bed. Sort of. I watch Arsenal, so I couldn't be in my bed. I watch us give a game away. and just give the back. Well, we didn't give the tackle to Liverpool. They already had it, so we couldn't give them something they already had. Yeah, the pitch is wet, but the pitch is always wet in England. Always wet. Whether they water it down or it's raining, it's always wet. There are certain cleats you need to wear on wet pitches. It's always wet in England, people. I would say in any given year, it's wet more than 50% of the time. Well, more than 100% of the time it's wet, but more than 50% is about 50% is gonna rain. So it's double wet probably. Sanchez is struggling with his kicking, and they can't control the ball. Good tackle. Udogie coming forward. Inside to Kulusevski. He's on his left foot. He can't do much. He has no right foot. Horrible ball by Udogie. What was that? That's poor. You put his side under pressure when they're attacking. That's horrible. Then he's putting his hand out like he's gonna blame somebody. Blame yourself. I hate when players do that, people. You made a really bad mistake. You can look at everybody else like, you know what, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. You gave the ball away. I hear you, Nitro. Martinelli, can't beat Martinelli when I'm football in Britain. I don't beat Martinelli and Cephas anymore. I stop beat Martinelli and Cephas. Then I'm football in Britain, so I can't beat them. But they can't play football. Wow, they're raining down projectiles on Fernandez's head. That's not cool, people. They should be going to stands and ejecting those people. They're raining down projectiles. Look at that. And Rudy fans in that. Tons of projectile they're throwing down there. That is not cool. Bunch of hooligans. All hooligans on that side throwing those things. Man, you're taking a corner and stuff just flying across your head and your face. Yeah, there's no way Martinelli should be offside on that play float. But that's Martinelli. He's not checking. I thought he was effective when he came on. He wanted to go forward, but I don't know. You know why he was offside too? People don't realize that. The left center half stepped up. Bassi stepped up. I don't think people realize that. Bassi stepped up, and I guess maybe he was using Bassi as his barometer, as his gauge, and he didn't move. Trophy dodge. Yeah, we don't like trophies. Well, not anymore. We used to like them 20 years ago. We don't like them anymore. Well, that's not true. We won FA Cups, but we need to win Premier League, not FA Cups. Brilliant ball by Son. Udogie coming forward and give the ball away again. There's no reason for him to give that ball away. Udogie not having the best game. If you just join us, we're in the 40th minute. Tottenham versus Chelsea. Tottenham leading by 2-1. Goal scored by Solanke and Kulusevski. And Chelsea's brilliant goal scored by Sancho. All Jackson is doing is standing between the two center defenders. They're able to pass the ball to Fernandez, and he plays the ball between the lines. It's so simple.
Jackson needs to come out of the field. It's better.
Well, no, it's difficult, right? I mean, difficult. But I think what he should do is if he cuts this back, the defender is on his butt. If he cuts it behind him, because you know the defender going to go across the block you, right? He's going to be sitting down. Sometimes forwards don't think that way, but if you know it's one-on-one, there's no recovering defender, cut it behind you.
What I'm saying, my feet out, or he's going to...
Jackson's
the type of forward, Cranky, that whenever he gets in the box...
Yeah, there are projectiles raining down from the stands. Well, I guess some of it's paper. Well, you don't know what's in there. Look at that. They look like nappies, actually. I don't know what they are, but wow, they're raining down from the stands. That can't be cool for the Premier League people to have a global product and have these things happening. Thought the English were civilized. Look at that. I mean, I stopped the game and said, we ain't playing no game until you guys stop this.
Imagine, this is a West London versus North London. And them a behave. So imagine if it was a North London derby.
Well, we already went there and spanked them, so they got to come to our house now.
Why?
It is West versus North. Chelsea's in the West.
Come Chelsea, see if we can conjure up one of the Arsenal type of corners.
No, there's only one Arsenal in corners. You know, we should have scored about 3 today from corners, right? The one Partey missed was criminal.
If you had
Criminal missed by
Gabriel,
Partey.
Gabriel today, I think you would have scored one of those.
Trossard actually missed his, you know. Trossard missed and Partey missed.
No, I saw the Partey miss.
Partey miss was a bad miss. Just head the ball to the goal. Don't try to be cute. Just head the ball to the goal. Now, if Gabriel is there, you know, we'd have scored at least one. You're right. We'd probably had more than one.
Yeah.
Probably had more than one.
I think
Gabriel's a big miss. And the first goal was Kirior's fault. People talking about, oh, where was Timber? Timber is pressing upfield. Kirior is slow like a tortoise. Slow. Can't recover. That's why you need a center forward with some speed. Our center forward, Havertz, plays in first gear all the time. There ain't no second gear. Chelsea just cutting through Spurs like butter. It's so easy. We're in the 43rd minute, 44th minute. Another corner to Chelsea, and
it's difficult
stuff
for
already. Look at people just bring these things here to throw them on the field.
Yeah, it's difficult for me to not see another Chelsea goal because, as I said, Cranky, Chelsea is just slicing right through Tottenham every time they get the ball.
Yeah, there will be another goal.
The dangerous thing about Tottenham is that they have players who can hurt it because a player like a Son, a Kuliveski, they get the ball in the right areas. It's a problem.
Yeah, Tottenham can't clear their lines. Cucurella with a poor cross. I want this game to be tied, by the way. I don't want Spurs to win any game, but I also don't want Chelsea to win, given where they are in the league. And we tied today, so we can't afford to have Chelsea winning. But Chelsea's going to score more than 2 goals today. Spurs have to score more. They probably put on Maddison. Maddison would get them on the field. You're forcing the ball. Oh, brilliant move by Van de Ven. They keep forcing the ball, and they're not making it. Luckily, these people can't control the ball today. Tottenham keep trying to play the ball out in certain angles, and they're not put themselves in position to receive the ball. Good ball by Caicedo to Sancho. Sancho want to go far corner again. They let him dip right and go left. Or dip left and go right, I mean. "45th minute, 2 minutes extra time. Spurs leading Chelsea by 2-1. Good control by Solanke. To Son, to Kulusevski coming forward. He should just cross far post. Oh, you know what? Poor cross by Kulusevski, but Johnson is there, you know. He's getting behind Cucurella. He just needs some better passes there to get to the right winger. That play is open all game, actually. When they get it on the left, to cross to the right. Yeah, must win. We did stub our toe this morning. Big time. That Martinelli offside was criminal. I don't know how you're looking across the line and realize you're offside, even though I know Bassi stepped up, but criminal offside. We thought we had it won, and as usual, look, Fulham is a good team. They beat Spurs last time out, but we made them look ordinary. But you got to create more chance from open play, which I don't think we did. I think.
No, man, that's a yellow card. What?
No, he went for the ball.
Yeah, he went for the ball.
Must win. How do you cry? Must win. You don't see any tears.
He done
Or you can't see under my glasses. Huh?
You're elbow. No, man, a yellow card, that man.
No, he went for the ball. I was trying to help him. But I don't hear you say anything about the Caicedo red card. We don't want to hear from
You were
it.
talking. I said it was a red card.
Oh, okay.
It's a red card.
That's a clear red card if I ever seen one. You come through, you kick a man, boom, in his
because that's the
they
thing.
say Jamaican his shake, and you don't get a red card for that.
That's the price for a reckless challenging.
That's a price for a poor referee and a poor VAR. Poor. You didn't even get a yellow card on that play.
Yeah, you should have got
a red card play. You didn't get a yellow card, and you want people like I said to get yellow cards. He's very aggressive if you're the opposition.
No, I'm happy he didn't get a card because Caicedo is the type who can rack up cards.
So we're at halftime, people. Halftime. What's your assessment and analysis of the first half, CC?
Unfortunately, it's not Christmas as yet, but seems like Cucurella wanted to play Santa Claus pretty early in the game. So he slid 2 times, and both times Tottenham went through. I think Tottenham is holding their own still because they have created a couple opportunities where the header on the crossbar, they could have done a little bit better with that header and kept the ball down. They got into the box a couple of times with Son. I think Solanke, as I said, had his feet wrapped up, which that could have been dangerous. That could have been 3-1 had he gotten the right connection on that ball. But I think overall, Chelsea seems to be still in the game. Not necessarily only because they have scored, but also because Tottenham, it's easy to play through the press and get in behind Tottenham at times, where you see Chelsea in and around their box, winning the corners. But I think Chelsea need to be a little bit more penetrative in terms of making that right final through ball to get the keeper working. So I think on the balance of play, Chelsea probably felt hard done in terms of how they conceded. And I think Tottenham is quite lucky to go in 2-1, but Chelsea is quite also lucky to not be 3-1 down.
Yeah, look, I think you're right about the header by Sarr. I think overall you're right in your analysis, which is Spurs have played well in spurts, actually. The press, to me, is only effective sort of when Sanchez is trying to play out, and they've got a couple of turnovers in very dangerous areas, and I've made good decisions on them. But when they beat the second end of the press, which sometimes one pass does, then you have a 3-3 or a 3-4, and with Chelsea's skillful players playing up front, with Neto and Sancho and Jackson, and with Palmer trailing behind, they have the opportunity to penetrate them and to be dangerous. And Palmer missed a sitter. You didn't mention that one. The one where Sancho played it back and Palmer kicked
but he
not
not even got a clean connection on it. It's
he
almost
any connection actually.
Yeah, it's almost similar to the Solanke, even though Solanke fell over on his face. It's similar to that one.
Well, the Solanke one was more difficult because it came in harder, right? And he was running in. Palmer was standing basically and waiting and shot and miss. So
so the only thing though, Cranky, with Palmer is that Palmer is the type of player, even though he's not, you probably don't see him in the game as much. But if he gets the right opportunity, he will put the ball in the back of the net. I think the coach is trying to facilitate getting Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia on the field at the same time. Yeah. And I think that's what he's trying to do, where he tweaked the formation today to fit those players, while also trying to get Sancho, Cole Palmer, Jackson, Pedro Neto on the pitch at the same time. So I think it's a new, what I call it then, in terms of how he's lined up today. It's new. It's the first time I think I've seen him try to get all of those players on the pitch at the same time.
No, he got them there the last game, but the problem he has this game is this. I think the last game he played Fernandez further up the field, I think, actually. The problem I have with that formation is Caicedo is not a right back. And Caicedo is brilliant breaking and playing in the middle of the park, especially a very offensive team like Spurs. So you play Gusto at right back. You play Caicedo double pivot with Lavia. You have Palmer roaming, doesn't have to do as much defensive work. And you're much more fluid. I don't think the way you're trying to force Fernandez in the team, to me, doesn't work. Not sure why he's doing it. Obviously, he's the genius coach. I'm just a YouTuber. But I don't, to me, I would have put Gusto at right back, double pivot with Lavia, cut off anything going through. Spurs is like butter between the second and third line of defense, frankly, in all three lines, the way they're playing, because they're not close to players enough to cut off the passes to then create the opportunities they want to create. So I would think, let's see what he does second half, because he's a good coach, right? He's a good coach. So let's see what he does second half. But both times Spurs scored were slips by Cucurella, and he changed his cleat. He hasn't been slipping anymore, so he went on with the wrong cleat. Don't ask me why. And Chelsea goal was a brilliant goal by
That's the
Sancho.
thing too, Cranky. I think some persons might look at the game, Tottenham being 2-1 up, and I think that's by Chelsea's own fault in terms of Cucurella slipping. So I think with the team not being prepared, and as I said, we're playing three at the back, Caicedo playing like an inverted wing back role. That's what Caicedo is playing, inverted wing back. So Cucurella cannot afford to slip, because it's not like we have an out and out defensive wing back or an out and out defender playing that wing back role. So your ability, you have to be a bit more expansive in your role as a centre back. So you slipping right there just allowed the opportunity, and you did it twice.
Yeah, and we should have mentioned it's also that Tottenham lost Romero early. I think they were up 2-0 yet. They hadn't scored when Romero came off the field. Because Romero, how he plays. He can be a little bit aggressive, but he also is a good defender. I think Sancho scored subsequent to him taking off the field. Romero just came back from injury. So that's not good for Spurs. He may be out for a while.
And knowing Spurs, they are going to be open for the entirety of the game, because it's not like Ange won't tweak his system, knowing that he's 2-1 up and try to get even counter on Chelsea. He's going to play open for the entirety of the game. It's just how Enzo Maresca reacts in terms of tweaking the formation. I think probably you should see a Gusto coming on and a Caicedo or one of those midfielders coming off. And I think he might put on a Malo Gusto to create some more width in that wing back area.
Yeah, they're showing the Caicedo tackle again. Them like me are shocked that he didn't get a red card. Not even a yellow card. He kicked through, missed the ball right in the players, right there, clear as day. At a minimum, it's not even a yellow. It's a straight red. It's not even a yellow, people. If you kick like that and miss, you are begging to be sent off the field. Now, his shin pads probably saved him somewhat. That's a dangerous tackle. And they're discussing at NBC. I can't listen to what they're saying because I want to be tagged by YouTube. But, yeah.
Yeah, it was a dangerous tackle. And one that Chelsea is lucky to not be 10-1 down. Because with the way the game is playing, I don't think
one man down, not 10 man down.
Sorry, 1 man down. Yeah. With the way the game is playing, I don't think Chelsea could absorb the kind of pressure that Tottenham would put on us if the game is 11.
No, if it's a 10-man team, it's a different game, right? Because a 10-man, they'll probably put another defender on, but there'll be one less short offensive player. So
yeah, and we wouldn't be able to exploit those spaces being left open by Tottenham. And I think that's the key. I think in the first 10 minutes of the second half, because they say goals normally score right in that window when they just come back from halftime. So I think Chelsea needs to be the first out the gate in terms of getting an opportunity and getting a couple of opportunities and probably putting it away, because the Tottenham team, it's almost criminal for us to not, or for Chelsea to not be able to score again on this Tottenham team the way they have been open. It's almost criminal.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I'd agree with that. But Tottenham also will get a chance against Chelsea.
That's the thing. That is why I said for us to give away 2 easy goals, that's you're basically just giving them they're giving them the opportunity to go on and win the game, because they will get more chances. But that's why I said if the coach can adjust and try to tweak the team a bit, take out one of the midfielders and not work with that system, and then find a way. You know what I was wondering, Cranky? He brought up Dewsbury all with him from Leicester, but he hasn't given him much game.
I noticed.
No, and I'm saying his player. He brought this player. He left Leicester, and he brought with him Dewsbury Hall, Keenan Dewsbury Hall. So I was thinking that Dewsbury Hall would have gotten much more gaming time. But when I look at the midfield, Enzo, Caicedo, and Lavia, if they're all fit, I don't see how Dewsbury Hall get in the team.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. I don't know why he went there, actually.
So it's almost as if
it's probably money. Money.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking maybe he just tell the player, here what? Well, I'm gonna bring you up. you collect a bigger paycheck, and sometimes Cranky, sometimes I wonder if you have loyalty to a player, you move into a different bigger team, and you can get that player. Because I think Dewsbury Hall was pivotal for him in terms of his campaign and getting Leicester promoted. So I think he just rewarded the loyalty of Dewsbury Hall and got him a better payday.
Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of which, Cranky, did you not see Bobby Reid equalizer against?
He scored twice now.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. And he also created the first one for Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy with a peach of a pass to Bobby Reid and Bobby Reid equalizing. Jamie Vardy is about 38, right?
Yeah, he's up there.
Probably made a good move and stayed at Leicester. Be a Leicester legend and done.
You mean not coming to Arsenal?
Yeah, be a Leicester legend and
we got rid of him already,
Exactly.
He's 37. He's up there. He's been playing for a long time, too.
I noticed those teams, because they are prone to go back down in the championship, they don't necessarily let go of certain type of players. So I think he's.
Well, normally you would let go of Jamie Vardy because, they would have been contractual in the contract that he has to take a pay reduction if he get relegated. I assume that Leicester would have that for their players.
No,
but you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But the other day, Cranky, had Leicester not gotten promotion, that would have probably reached them. But I think they were the highest. They had the biggest payroll in the championship.
Well, because they have the payments, right? They get
the
all
partial
those
payments.
Yeah, the partial payments. So they don't have. That's why the teams who go down are in a better position than the teams who are there.
Yeah,
but you get
that's why
they payments. You can afford to spend big to come back up. Yeah,
that's why they say if you don't get promotion in the first 3 years that you're down there.
Yeah,
you're
exactly
in trouble.
You get 3 years of partial payment that allows you to.
Yeah,
it's fair and unfair because you put your team at disadvantage, but then you're able to retain the players that you have and pay them decent amount.
But that's the thing, though. But
bless up, Ernest. Thanks for joining. Yeah, go ahead.
Some of these teams, Cranky, would have gotten promoted already, and probably just they never won back promotion within the time period, and they got stuck down there. So, and remember, the championship is kind of grueling because it's like 46 games, 24 teams.
Yeah, it's a very tough competition. It's much more physical. It's not as technical as the Premier League. By the way, people, if you haven't hit the like button since you joined, please hit the like button. And please share the channel if you haven't done so. No, I would agree. It's tough. It's grinding. It's hard. It's physical. It's difficult. And that's why you don't want to get relegated because you don't have the same prominence. I mean, you go between two leagues and you've lost all your prominence. Premier League is the league. It's like the G League and the NBA, frankly, between the championship and maybe not as bad, but the championship and the Premier League. It's such a big difference. And some teams just stay, like Crystal Palace, they stay around a certain area and struggle every year, but they prefer to be there than in the championship. Since her WSL debut in September 2021, which is 3 years now, Bunny Shaw has netted 59 times, and he's 23 more than any other player in that period. Yeah, that's why she's probably the best forward in the world. She's probably the best forward in the world. Best women's forward, I should say. And Jamaica's best player ever. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't say that. Jamaica's best women's player ever. Woman player ever. So somebody asked me, if Jamaica produced Bunny Shaw, why can't they produce more world-class men's footballer? I don't know. It's a good question.
No, but
it's a good question.
But Cranky, you see, a thing about it is, I think you look at
the Jamaica producer should produce herself. Go ahead.
I'm saying women's that I think people don't look. I think player when it comes on to players. But Cranky, I was spot on.
What?
Malo Gusto.
Gusto coming on? And put Caicedo in the middle? No, Lafia may be hurt, actually.
I'm not sure who is
Lafia on. I bet Lafia probably is hurt, and you're taking Lafia out. Yeah. You should think Fernandez, to me, doesn't fit the team. It doesn't fit the starting 11. I know he scored. I think he scored in the last game, didn't he? But to me, I wouldn't have him in the team. For me, I'm playing a double pivot because my back four is not the best, especially when Fafana is out now. And I'm just having my four attackers just spend less time defending and running wild up front. By the way, did you see my last YouTube thing where I picked my squad and team for Jamaica?
Oh no, I didn't see it.
I got a lot of beating, but that's how I feel actually. So people, if you haven't seen that, you should watch it. I picked my 23-man squad,
Yeah, I forgot.
and I picked my starting 11. My starting 11 had no Antonio, and Antonio, speedy recovery. Sorry, he got hurt. It had no Bailey. It barely had Gray, and that depends. And it didn't have any Bobby Reed either. At least my starting 11, my squad did. And if you go ahead.
Yeah, Bobby Reed, they said.
I didn't have Bobby Reed in my squad 11.
I think Bobby Reed, like,
but I was projected on us getting some new, what the coach call them, heritage players. The game is getting to recommence, people. If you just join us, Chelsea at halftime losing by 2-1 at Tottenham. It's in the Tottenham Stadium, and the ball is off. Or the game is off, I should say, not the ball is off. If there's anyone in the chat who has not hit the like button yet, please do so. Unless you really don't like it, then you don't have to hit it. If you detest it, don't hit it. But if you like it, hit it. So most would say, CC, I will support your channel when you become less biased in your views. Wow. What does that mean? CC's biased from what context? You mean he just wants JPL players in the team?
I'm not even sure when he said, but but Cranky, as I said, I think Bobby Reed should captain Jamaica.
I read what?
Bobby Reed. I think Bobby Reed should be the captain of the national team.
Yeah, if he's playing, he should be the captain. I agree with that. If he's playing, he should be the captain. But I don't have him in my starting team. If we get Greenwood and we're going to get Dwight, McNeil and all that, I don't have my starting team.
They said, don't
He's not in my starting team. No. My midfield is going to be Hayden, Ravel, and we got to go put pressure on Dwight McNeil to get him and have him playing the midfield. Well, Sarr just lost that ball a while ago. That's poor. Chelsea with the ball coming forward. Neto against Udogie. That's unfair. Neto trying to weave his magic. Udogie staying in front of him. Bobby should captain if he's not. Yeah, I don't think my goalkeeper should ever be my captain. Seriously. I think Bobby's is an organizer out there. So, yeah. Good play by Sancho. Ball between the legs of the defender. Ball played out to Neto. Coming forward. 47 minutes in. 2-1 to Chelsea. It should be an interesting second half, people. First half was very interesting. Pretty open. We had one change. Lafia on. He probably took him off. I don't know why. Maybe he had that hit in the first half in his head. Maybe it's an excuse to take him off. Gusto is at right back. And Caicedo go where he normally plays well. Probably should have been off the field with his horrible tackle in the first half. Caicedo playing the 6. Or maybe it's a double pivot with Fernandez, it looks like. They're going to try to get Jackson behind. Jackson does put pressure on center half, which Kyle Havertz doesn't, because he can run behind, which is what Arsenal is lacking. I keep telling people are lacking that. They can't see it. They keep telling me how good Havertz is. I can't see that. Oh, brilliant play by Chelsea. Sancho to Cucurella, back to Sancho, trying to go far post. Very good save by Foster. That should have been goal number 2. Brilliant link-up play. A defender has to play the 1-2 there, people. Let the man stay in front of you. Wow, that almost another goal. Chelsea looking really, really good, and Tottenham defense is at C. Look a while ago between Johnson and Porro. They're clueless. Good save by Foster. I think Chelsea going to score about 3 second half. Spurs better score some goals. They want to win this game. Corner to Chelsea. Good corner coming in. And Jackson could have done better with that. Climbing on the back of Sarr, but if you can get your head on it, you got to try to hit the target. Would probably be like a Modric at Madrid. He ain't as old as Modric. he ain't as old as Modric.
Chelsea needs to make some use of this early pressure, though.
Chelsea gonna score at least 2 more goals because Spurs can't defend. Their defense is awful. Look at this. He's just walking through them like butter, and they're trying to play out from the back. Instead of just dump it and start over, I don't know what Johnson's trying to do. I don't think there's any way Chelsea really lose this game, seriously. Not the way they're playing, not the way Spurs is defending. They cannot defend. Postecoglou's job is in jeopardy. You can't defend. You can't play against these quality teams. I'll mute CC. Ball headed out by Chelsea, just attacking now. They have what? 3, 6, 9 men close, not 10 to whatever yards from Spurs 18. Good play by Porro. You should just dump it, Porro, and start over. We move back to Kulusevski. Get rid of his man. So it's now 2 on the right. Why is Johnson not running by him on the right? Why are you going inside? Going into no man's land where you can't get the ball. I kind of tired run by that at Johnson. That's ridiculous. Now Chelsea come forward. It's 3-4 against 6. Let's see how this works out. Good play by Oh. It's a joke. Spurs are a joke. They're a joke. Their defending has got to be it's awful. Chelsea getting chance after chance after chance, just not making the right pass in the final third. Spurs are wide open. Almost a goal. Good shot by Enzo, trying to go far corner in the left. But Chelsea having fun out there. A lot of fun. That was close. We're in the 51st minute. Spurs look like a team that can't defend themselves. The entire Spurs team defending like how Trent Alexander-Arnold defend. I'm going to get beaten from Liverpool fans.
Spurs won, though. Spurs had 64% possession. Spurs kicked 15 shots. Spurs was hoping against Arsenal. Hoping.
So here's what I'm going to be contradictory. I think Warner coming on for Johnson is a good move. I think that speed will go quick. No, Warner makes a lot of mistakes when he plays, but to me, Johnson is very ineffective out there. I think, he's a good cross of the ball and all that, but I think they should take him up with Warner. I think Warner would be running at this defense, give him very wide open. And if he just makes a good decision to find out third, then he'd be in a good place. So Johnson is off, number 22, and Warner coming on. Timo Werner. Why do I keep calling Warner? Timo Werner, I should say. He has 3 assists in 11 games. One thing about Werner is he makes poor. His decision making in the final third is one of the worst in football. Frankly, he's horrible, but he's really quick, so he can cause problems. I've never seen him play on the right though, which is going to be interesting because they want to keep Son on the left. But he's quick. Spurs still pressuring. Spurs applying the pressure. Turnover. Ball throwing to Spurs. Middle of the Chelsea half. Now it's about almost close to the corner flag. I think Chelsea's better off this half in terms of having Caicedo in the middle and Gusta right back. They're playing their positions. Throwing to Spurs, Sarr and Caicedo having a go at it. Anthony Taylor needs to explain why Caicedo didn't get a red card. And so do VAR, especially VAR. Say Taylor missed it. I don't know if VAR missed that. Brilliant move by Son. Brilliant move again by Son. Almost got by, but he got by 2 defenders, but couldn't get by the third. If you just join us, is the London derby. People keep saying North London. Chelsea's not in North London. People say West London. Chelsea, Tottenham, not a London derby this week again. A lot of London teams putting pressure on when they go forward, they put a lot of pressure.
You know, Cranky, I told somebody that the hardest team to win the league is a London team.
Why? Because they have so much derbies in London?
You have 8 London teams, 20 teams in the league, and 8 is from London.
Yeah. 2 from Manchester, 2 from the Liverpool area. Yeah. Midlands don't have enough team in the Premier League. Got Villa, Leicester. Who else you got? Yeah, you don't have enough team from out there. You got a bunch of team up there too. And Brighton is about a couple hours out of London. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two Spurs players going for the same ball. Spurs is not organized defensively. They're not organized defensively. Now they're trying to press, but you got to have center halves who can run with the forward when you're pressing. And you can't. No, they're doing smart. They're playing Van de Ven against Jackson, which is much smart. And then Dogie makes a critical mistake, kicking the ball out of the bounce for a corner. They could have played it for a throw-in. And see Spurs slacking off, and Chelsea took the corner quickly. Gusto coming forward. Saved by Foster. Spurs falling asleep defensively. Their defense is horrible. They're not recognizing what's happening. I wonder if they train to play defense or just train to press. Why didn't Foster just collect that ball? He didn't have to punch it out. Look at this Britain done a while ago. A while again. Huh? Spurs just doesn't know how to play defense. It's awesome. Look at this. Ball played in. Nobody's going with the player who played the corner, like who plies the ball from the corner. That's crazy, people. That's basic. I think Rudolph Speed could come and teach Spurs how to play defense. Postecoglou need help defensively because they ain't playing defense. And today they're having a discussion with Cucurella and with Udogie. I remind me of Traore today trying to mark Saliba. He's not even playing the ball. He's just playing the man. Good take by Foster. He just pushed down the player and trying to find Cucurella. Trying to find Kulusevski, who didn't have to touch him, He wasn't going anywhere. That's a horrible decision by the forward. That's a turnover, people. I don't know how forwards play like that sometimes. Ain't got no sense. Why are you pushing him? Right? There's no reason to touch him. He's not going anywhere. He's going to get the ball out of bounds. No reason to push him. Stop complaining, Postecoglou on the sideline. He pushed him. If somebody's running fast and you just be able to touch him, going to fall over. Spurs trying to press again. And the press is now really, really high. If you can get a good ball in behind, a poor decision by Neto, and he he took the ball away from Bissouma, and he has a clear shot at goal. Poor decision by Sancho. He got it back. Sancho having fun today. Sancho just going around him as if they can't play. Oh, penalty. What a horrible decision by... That is as bad a decision as ever. There's no reason to tackle. There's no reason to tackle by Bissouma. That is a mad play, people. There's no reason to tackle. He's not going anywhere. Just stay in front of him. That is as bad a decision as ever. That is awful. Why are you going to the ground?
Yo, Maldini used to have a saying: if you have to make a tackle, that means you have been
Wait,
in the
no.
wrong.
Kai said I was going to roll on the ground. As soon as he got the penalty, look at him now.
Yeah.
Look at him now. He started before he got crying. Then he said, "Oh no, I got a penalty. I'm not going to cry." He didn't really hit him that hard, but it's a dumb tackle.
No, he didn't hit him that hard. It's a penalty still, But Kai said, like immediately, the adrenaline.
He was gonna roll like a normal South American does. Then he realized I got a penalty. He heard the whistle, so he just got up. That is horrible by Basuma. I would take him off my coach. I can't keep you on the field doing that. That is dumb. The only way you'd make that tackle is you know you're gonna get the ball.
It's crazy.
That's a no-brain penalty. No brain penalty. Like no brain. But I guess Spurs frustrated because they can't get to the ball.
Yeah, and they're not getting out of their half. So it's like they're not getting out of their half, and they can't get to the ball.
Spurs just self-destruct. And Palmer doesn't really miss penalties, He got so much option. He's probably gonna go. Let me tell you before he kick him, going left or right. Let's see. He lines up. He's trying to look him off with his eyes.
He's going to go
Let's
left.
see where he leans. He's going right. Yep, he went right. It's a brilliant penalty. He had no chance in hell to save that. Whether he dive early or dive late, he had no chance to save it.
Palmer is like the Frank Lampard of penalties for Chelsea. He doesn't miss.
Yeah, no, he's brutal.
He doesn't miss.
He's so good with that left foot. He can put it any place he wants to.
Hey, Cranky, say sometimes people say when you make a transfer, like you bet on yourself, sometimes it might not work out. But I can tell you, Palmer left Man City in the right moment.
You know the worst thing about that play? The worst thing about that play? Basuma was the one who gave the ball away, early in the play. And then the ball came down on that side. And Sancho is having a brilliant game, by the way. He's just toying with defenders.
Somebody asked me the other day, Cranky, what would I rate Sancho signing for Chelsea? And I said B-. And the person was saying Sancho should be an F because he's not playing. And I'm like, the guy was playing, had I think about 3 assists in 6 games, and then he got injured, and I think he got some illness. And then as he came back, he played 5 minutes against Leicester. Then he came back in a game where he scored, and I think he had an assist.
Well, at least you guys took Sancho on loan. And we took Sterling, and we're not giving Sterling any game time. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think when he's on the field and unsung, he's a brilliant player. I think he's a guy who he has to play with confidence. You have to have confidence in him, and I think he has been in situations where there weren't much confidence in him, especially at Manchester United, because his 2 loan spells he has been a decent player.
Yeah, I would take off Kulusevski and put on Madison if I'm Spurs. I just think Kulusevski is making too many bad passes, my view. Look at Neto. He get up first and complain. And the ref... these players, man. People don't like cheats in England, They'll beat you if you cheat. What you call cheat? Look at the doggy. He can't defend himself. He's poor defensively. Yep, the score is 2-2. I told you gonna be about 6 goals in this game. Spurs hasn't been good since the first half, Kulusevski making too many mistakes. Look at this. He's giving the ball away for no reason. Good move by Bissouma. And he plays the ball out of bounds. Bissouma is having a nightmare, as far as I'm concerned. He's not been that good today at all. A while ago, he won the ball and just gave it away. So if Chelsea win this game, they're clear second place, which they probably will go on and win. Because remember, they were down 2-0 in the first 12 minutes. Spurs haven't looked like scoring since, and Chelsea has to look like scoring every time they attack. Good win defensively. Werner coming forward. Just run by him, Werner. Don't team up Werner. Just run by him. Yeah, just go by him. Go right. You get dispossessed there? Really? Spurs with the ball coming forward. Trying to force the ball in. The pass is not there, Poro. Go back wide to Timo Werner. Just join us. We're in the 65th minute. Chelsea versus Spurs. Spurs were up 2-0 in the first 12 minutes, looking dangerous. And they've looked at danger themselves after that. Chelsea getting chance after chance after chance. It's now 2-2.
You know what is indicative of Spurs, Cranky? You know that Spurs is a team that plays the lowest number of long balls in the Premier League of any team.
And they have speed up front, so why is that?
Yeah, they play the lowest number of long balls. That's the thing. That, for example, when Liverpool is 11th, I think. The Liverpool has the speed with Salah, and Liverpool utilizes it a lot and catch teams and with it. So I'm not sure why Spurs, who have similar speed up top, would not employ a similar tactic. But I think Ange, as we spoke about, is the type of coach where he wants to play the ball around, knock it from the back and everything, and he doesn't adjust his play enough to facilitate the changes in the game and the moments in the game.
Yeah. They're trying to play the ball out, and the play is not there. Just dump it. They're trying to play it out. You can't defend. It's not there. The pass is not there. Don't force it. Your goalkeeper is not that good with his feet. I agree, Nitro. Defensively, they're awful. Chelsea just dominating possession now and just dominating the game. Even when Chelsea make mistake, the ball just come back to them. I don't know what's happening. You don't know what CC had though. I run water. I beat by the people in the stream. You see,
Wait,
yeah, run water in the background. Let me can hear your water in the background. I run continuously.
Water?
It sounds like water.
Maybe it's the fan. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. It's hot in Jamaica? It's hot?
Yeah, the weather in Portmore. Like Portmore is always hot.
I thought it was climate change giving you guys a hard time.
But you know, Chelsea always had good luck with Italian managers, from Claudio Ranieri, Carlo Ancelotti, Antonio Conte, Roberto Di Matteo. Yeah. So I think we have always had pretty decent luck, and with Enzo Maresca, that's like we have always had the ability to win with Italian managers. No man, that's a yellow card, man. No, like why did Chelsea give away that one?
Don't ask me. Spurs holding their head. The linesman didn't put anything up. Look at this.
The Chelsea players thought it was offside.
He's offside. He's offside.
Oh.
He's offside. He's offside.
But he
didn't go. Son wasn't. He was offside. But you know what? He moved towards the ball. Son. No, I know, but the player moved towards the ball. So the question is what the ref called it.
Yeah, man,
right? He moved towards the ball, so the defender stopped. So the question is, if you move towards the ball, you remember that goal that scored the other day? Was it Southampton where he tried to flick the ball? Forgot which game it was. Yeah, he moved towards the ball. To me, it's offside.
But the Tottenham player should have not got. If you go towards the ball, like you're going for the ball. So
yeah, he was going for the ball. Then he stopped. So the defender reacted to what he was doing.
And that's the same thing we just mentioned again. Look at the speed. Look at the speed by Son. And Tottenham won't play that out ball more often.
Well, they have speed on both wings, right? Timo Werner. So look, the ball is played at the top. He's going towards the ball first, then he stopped because he knew he was offside. I think it should be offside. Son missed the whole goal trying to go cute to the corner. Well, they just went long a while ago, and he got He's got Porro inside. Good cross by Porro. Ball to Son. What happened? Saint Solanke fouled the defender. Colwell. Interesting. When did I see that one again? I'd love to see that again. Colwell is down. Referee's over him. Chelsea players like to act as if they always hurt. Let me see this. He didn't do anything to him. He didn't do anything to him. Oh, he barged into him a little bit. Well, there was much in that. Colwell just playing. There was much in that. 70th minute. Score tied at 2. Chelsea look like they can score in every single attack. Spurs look like who they are. They can't defend. And if you just joined us, Spurs scored in the first 12 minutes, 2 goals. They've had a few chances since then, but Chelsea just cutting through them like it's a joke. Brilliant tackle by Van de Ven. Good ball down to Timo Werner. She just run past his man. Good play by Tino. Kulusevski. Kulusevski's fouled by Badiashile. Free kick. Why did he put on Sancho? Well, Kulusevski to me. Give Sancho a run. You're trying to win this game. Draw doesn't really help Spurs that much.
I think it's time for the coach to go to Nkunku and take off Jackson because
I know Floyd, right? Like he would have scored. One of the team doesn't score goals.
Badiashile for me, Badiashile different, you know.
Oh, Chelsea has held up since the first 2 goals wasn't really defense fault. It was Cucurella slipping, right? And when you're right or left back slip that way, it's kind of hard to defend. Porro with a cross. Going to cross the ball in the box, looking to cross. See, this was Arsenal. Chelsea would be nervous. They're not really nervous with Spurs with set pieces. Oh. Van de Ven got a head on it, but you had to reach for it. It's a good cross. Just a little bit high, and you had to reach. I think the ball headed him versus him heading the ball. And Chelsea's playing off at the back. I think Spurs recognized that too late, actually. That person there, who's it? Porro should have been up there much quicker to prevent that outlet from occurring with Cucurella.
No, they didn't see they haven't seen the pattern early, and remember you exploited it 2 times with Cucurella and gotten a goal, even though he slipped. But it's the same out ball every time that Chelsea plays out from the back. The ball.
Yeah, they're gonna play a 1-2 there, and then play between him. You gotta set him up, make him feel like it's open, and then pressure him. Brilliant move by Chelsea. Fernandez inside. Brilliant move by Sancho. Is just having fun out there. I'm telling you, people. Chelsea just have more skillful players on the field, but Sancho is just having fun. He's been brilliant today. And Palmer is going Udogi like he can't. He's beating 3 people, trying to beat 3. Goal by Fernandez. Spurs has 3 men around Palmer, and nobody pressuring him. Nobody pressuring. I told you Chelsea going to score 3.
Keep on your jersey.
I tell you Chelsea going to score 3 in this game. It's very obvious. A minimum 3 in this game. Spurs can't defend. A while ago, nobody's getting close to Palmer. They're just standing up watching him. So when he gets in the box, Sancho should get a yellow card for pulling up the look at this. There are 3 defenders around him, right? 1, 2, then one is going to come over. He beats the doggy right there, turn. Get close to him now. No. And there's nobody against Fernandez.
But Palmer made that spin right in the middle of the park as well. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but you got to force him to the sideline. You can't let him turn back there. You got to force him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible defending. Horrible defending.
When we were growing up, Cranky, you ever read the book where the lady turn and spin come off skin?
Yeah.
That's what Palmer did to the defender a while ago. Turn and spin, come off skin.
I think Postecoglou getting fired in the morning. He looks at his face. You go up 2-0. Yeah, they're being Spursy, Brian. You're right. They can't defend for nothing. He's got to make a change. I told him to put Madison on the field, unless Madison is injured. I'm picking his team. Kulusevski has been ineffective since the first half. Poor. Horrible playing. Let me see if Madison's on the bench, because I don't know why he's not in the game. He's on the bench. What is on the bench I could put on? That's probably about it. Jackson is down. Spurs are complaining. Well, to be honest, people, Caicedo should get a red card in the first half. She got a red card in the first half, people. This be a different game. How until they miss that and VAR miss that is criminal. Trust me, criminal. He didn't give a yellow.
I don't like what Jackson is doing. Jackson is being cheeky. If you look at his facial expression,
nothing happened to him. He just
no, because he said it. I don't like when players be like that, man. Come off the field, man. I don't like when players behave like that, cranky. It pisses me off because we have gotten the lead. You don't need to do what you're doing, and your face says it all.
But he's taking him up down in Congo. Congo coming on.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, Brian, we're not playing to win title. We're playing to be top 4. So we have Havertz as center forward. No title aspiring team would have Havertz as the center forward. And by the way, Brian, you beat me about Havertz and Brian. You beat me about Havertz, Brian. I know you say he's not necessarily your type, but you beat me about him. But he's not good enough to play center forward. Sorry. Daniel Levy look lost. Up 2-0, crowd delirious. And you watch them defend, they can't defend. They might as well play low block and play attacking football. If I was Spurs, I'm playing low block. This press is not working, people. Especially look at this again. Look at this again. It should be another goal by Chelsea. A poor decision.
But I think the brilliant...
They're so wide open, it's crazy. I mean, it's like having a field day. Look at this. Look at Van de Ven. He looked like he's injured. Van de Ven looked tired. He's just coming back. So there's a poor decision Chelsea made. They should have, it's 3-2. They should score that goal.
But I think the brilliant substitution that the coach made was the Malo Gusto substitution.
Yeah, Van de Ven is hurt. So both their center halves are down. They lost one earlier and lose another one.
The Malo Gusto substitution, when I was looking at the first half, and I'm like, create a little more, be more expansive, create a little bit more width out there, because I think Caicedo, as we suggested, is playing more of an inverted wing back. So you need a little bit more width out there. And then Chelsea, the coach made the substitution at halftime. There's a penalty coming out from nothing because they gifted us that.
Right.
Thankfully, because we gave them 2, so why not give us back 1? And then the opportunity by Palmer.
So now you put on Madison. You don't know what you're doing, Postecoglou. Sorry, CC. So I got Brian. I wasn't on. I was in the comment section for some friends of mine in the UK. They say we are creating chances. The only chance I see us creating is from set pieces. They say, "Oh, Saka got a couple chances today. They're half chances. We don't create anything from open play. We have a lot of possession, but we're not. It's like our City create chances after chance, clear chances. We don't do that because we don't have any center forward to run up like our Jackson run up in the channel. Havertz is slow like molasses. All that is slow. He can't beat anybody. He can't beat anybody one-on-one. He can't run past anybody. Yes, he holds up the ball decently. Yes, he can head the ball. But you need a dynamic forward. And people were telling me about Havertz this and Havertz that. I'm like, brain dead, frankly, as far as I'm concerned. You know nothing about football. Havertz is not the answer. Never was when we bought him, never will be. See, I told you Kulusevski should come up a long time ago for Madison. He's now making a change. CC, we can't hear you. What are you saying, CC? I think you mute.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking the coach took too long to make the substitution for Spurs. And the way in which Spurs is playing, Spurs need better defenders. They need to play that out ball, which is the long ball. Because when teams have speed on the wings, they are exploiting that. They always say in football, a lot of things aren't really new. But if you notice, Arsenal as their thing with the corner that they have come up with their strategy. Liverpool is playing the long ball more often than not. As in, if you look at the top 6 teams, or if you want to say the traditional big 6 teams, Liverpool is the one that plays the most long ball. But Liverpool knows this, the speed that they have with Mohamed Salah on the flank. They know the opportunity that it could bring and to bypass the midfield and to split the defense. Boom, hit the team. And I think Spurs would not go into that option more often than not. They have allowed themselves to lose points in games that they probably should have gathered momentum and kept and not lose the game.
You can't be up 2-0 and you don't create really anything subsequent to the 2-0, right? And you got 2 goals from 2 defensive mistakes, and you're an offensive team like Spurs, should be doing better. You're trying to play it from the back too much. Sometimes you got to go long and start over. You're too wide open. You need more set. You have to less space between the lines of defense and gaps on the field. Poor.
Daniel Levy doesn't look happy at all.
No. And by the way, Brian Burke. That's a foul, referee. That was not a win. He didn't win that ball. He's saying they won the ball. I don't think so. Bissouma had a nightmare. That penalty was. I would take him off at the penalty. You cannot make that tackle. Cannot make that tackle. Maybe he smoked some of the stuff he's been smoking. That's why he made that tackle. Exactly, Brian Burke. It's what I call ineffective possession. I've talked about that in football a lot. Ineffective possession. Timo Werner coming forward. Get in the box, Tino. Get in the box first, Tino. It took too long. Tino. Get in the box. People, in today's football, if you're forward, you get in the box with the ball. Then defender have to back off. They're afraid to tackle. They don't give a penalty. Then you can take more opportunities and chance with them. When he's trying to cross from that angle when no one is open, get in the box. Then that's why Palmer had a chance to do what he did a while ago, because nobody want to put a foot and make a mistake like Bissouma did. Timo Werner with that speed, get in the box, dip right and go left. Cucurella has to put a foot. That's poor. Corner to Tottenham. Good corner. And Son hasn't done much. And he got dispossessed again and created problem for his team. Son got dispossessed there. Poor. Chelsea has 3 men coming forward. Sancho looking for a cross. Slow the play down. Play the ball to Palmer. It could be a penalty. There's another penalty. You can't make it up. It's another penalty. Sar is as dumb as a doorknob. Why are you going to do that, Sar? That's slight, though. I'm sorry, it's slight. But it's a penalty. Whether I want to be slight or not. That's a dumb move by Sar. Just stay behind the man. What are you doing? Bissouma and Sar just showing their being naive. It's ridiculous. And here's a yellow people. That's another yellow too, He has a yellow card. If you get a penalty, you got to give a yellow. You're not giving the other yellow, but he could have given them the other yellow. That's dumb. CC, you guys got a 1v1 today because Caicedo should have been sent off first half. You guys got away with 1. I'm telling you, get away with 1 today. You're going to win the game, but that's criminal not sending Caicedo off. Criminal. People, there's no excuse for Caicedo not getting a red card. None. It'd be a topic for the game. So that's Chelsea has played now. That red card should have been given, people. That costs.
That's what I was saying. A 10-man game is a different game.
Yeah. I should be sure he's gonna score another penalty. Man, he tricked him this time. Went straight down the. It took the Mickey out of him this time. I told you, what did I say? HTC 6 goals in this game, right?
Yes.
Yeah? 6 goals in this game, right?
Nenka.
Yeah, giving the pan 6 goals in this game. You gave up 4 goals, man, and you're leading. That's horrible. Poor Foster, frustrated. Horrible by Spurs. Horrible. Wow. Chelsea are part of the title race. He just took the Mickey out of him a while ago. Palmer having fun out there. That was Son cannot get dispossessed there, people. Son cannot get dispossessed there. Horrible being dispossessed. Harvard didn't be dispossessed there. Yeah, it's Palmer and the 10. Man City gave him up. Well, he left Man City. I should say they gave him up. Pep could definitely use him now. Chelsea scored 4. What is Spurs doing? Man. Who got a yellow card? Is that Neto? Yeah. Maresca looking like a genius. Made halftime change. That wasn't a yellow card. Chelsea has dynamic players. All their front players are dynamic.
And then the bench is, I want to tell you, cranky, I don't know. So when you look at Chelsea's team, from the bench to the starting lineup, if these players are on form and unsung, we're pretty hard to beat.
It's a phenomenal team because here's what he's done. He bought young, give them long-term contract. They have great potential. A few may not work out, but his strategy is, you know what? If it works out, we have them locked up. They can't go anywhere. We have to sell them. It's for a lot of money. Yeah, and the coach has been getting the players in the team, so that makes it even better. So no, Chelsea's there. Chelsea's more dynamic than my team. Chelsea has better forwards than my team. Huh?
Yeah, it's a brilliant strategy. They just needed to get the players playing, players fit, players playing. Yeah. Right now, Reece James is out, and I don't know how Reece James get back in the team.
He doesn't. I think Postecoglou may be gone. He may be gone. He may be gone. I think Madison should come on earlier. These changes are so obvious, people. It's hard. I don't people tell me about these great coaches and great minds. Maybe they're watching the games too close up to the field. They can't see big. Like we're seeing
certain changes, yeah. Because even the change, Cranky with Gusto, like you saw that Chelsea needed to be a bit more expansive, and they needed to stretch Tottenham a bit more, even though Tottenham was creating the spaces. The coach made the change half time, but then Ange took too long to make his change, and then by the defender who was pretty much dunce, it doesn't seem like he went to school. The players heading out of the box, and you foul him. Penalty.
Yeah, that Bissouma tackle was criminal.
But even the last one, the Bissouma is not even as bad as the last one, Cranky. The player was...
Yeah, but the Bissouma one was the one that made it 2-2, right? That's what I made it 2-2. That's criminal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that killed everything, right? That killed everything. You're up 2-1, you're struggling, but you have a chance. You give away that's not good. There's no reason to go to ground on that play. None. 87th minute, 88th minute. Spurs down by 4-2. Chelsea and a rampage. And this is at Spurs, people. This is not like as at Chelsea. This is at Spurs. The crowd is silent. All them stuff they were throwing on the field. I guess they can count the goals for those things. At least Spurs won't be relegated, but they got to make a lot of changes to their team. They turned the ball over so easily. Man, Sancho having fun. He's like, Manu. He went to Dortmund and he played really, really well, and they did really well. So the teams he goes to, they do really well, and yet he can't get to a Man U team that struggles. Somebody please explain that. Chelsea's at 31 points, 4 behind Liverpool, even though Liverpool has a game in hand. And their goal difference is the same as Liverpool. They got to be considered one of the favorites now. Sancho having fun. Playing with a smile on his face. And you know what also, CC, when they put Caicedo back in the middle where he belongs, then yeah.
Yeah, the
Spurs
game
are gonna
flow.
break a while ago and take advantage of it.
The game,
Crazy.
the game flow better when that happens.
Yeah. He's the six. He should be taking out the six role. It's like Arsenal putting Partey in this at right back. It's a joke. It's a joke. That should never happen.
But the thing
Rest
about
gonna
it
making
is,
his changes.
the thing about it though, Cranky, in terms of playing him at the wing back, was it right inverted wing back, is to try and tweak and see, oh, if you can find a different system and catch a team, then you can always adjust in the game. I didn't know that he would go for it in such a probably huge game. He would say against a Tottenham, would try to do it against a Ipswich or one of those teams. But I think the coach is still tinkering with the type of systems he can play and how much changes he can make during the game in terms of the formation and the system.
He seemed like he settled on the team now. I think the team he has on the field that started the team he settled on. Yeah, he took off Palmer and took a Cucurella. The game is over. So here's what I hate about certain leaders, right? So you run left for people, them you create all this havoc. 1 million people died, and then you give them asylum in some country, and then all the people are left behind, all the military, all them left behind, are at the mercy of the parties who are now attacking them. Isn't that something? What is Son doing? Son play boaty. Son play boat. You see that pass by Son a while ago? He's playing for both teams.
Right back to Joe Felix.
That's unbelievable what Son just did. I don't even know he's last year at Tottenham because I think he's in his last year of his contract. And he hasn't gotten a new contract. He's not been good today. Oh, here comes Chelsea again. It's 3 against 3. This is trouble, people. Oh, it's a goal kick. Why defenders foul players who can't go anywhere is beyond me. If Madiba can get enough time, he'd probably score again too.
Where's if he get enough time?
And he's behind the defense again, but Foster comes out this time.
Like the only thing I think I want Chelsea to tweak is concession of some silly goals. Especially, I know those two. I don't want to beat Cucurella that bad, but you have to beat him in terms of your preparation. It's like you weren't ready for the game. You weren't switched on. You have the wrong cleats on. Everything just.
Oh, what poor shot by Maddison! Brilliant turn. The goal open up. Trying to go far post, you don't have any left foot. It's very obvious.
But that's why you need to have a player like this on the field for a longer period.
Yeah, Brian, I agree. They kept Anthony and gave rid of Sancho. Amazing decision making. But that's Man U, though. Everyone in the chat, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. This has been a disappointing game. It started off really well. I thought Spurs would give them a run for their money, but after the first 15 minutes, it became a one-way street, basically. Spurs just Spursy. Son got away again. That was a good move by Tottenham. Son could have scored that one if he had more composure in the box. Or if he fell down, he probably got a penalty out of that because the ref is giving away penalties today. Chelsea has slacked off a little bit. Spurs finding their feet again. I think since if Son had gone down, he got a penalty out of that. He has to go down. Standing up is not the thing to go. He has to go down on that. Penalty. The ref is generous. You got to go down. You got to go and thrust your body forward. See, chat came up with another version of their ChatGPT CC.
Yeah,
$200 US a month, by the way, for this one.
What? I saw them doing one at work.
Yeah, there's an enterprise one. There's 4.0, there's 1.0, and there's improved version. $200 a month. So I got to pay. It's a lot of money for some people. So there's one for free, one for $20, and one for $200.
They realized, because I think the enterprise one that I saw, it's more of like, say I was doing financials and I wanted to do some ratio and some analysis. I just put the question in on it, and it gives me all the ratios.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, all I have to do is just check the ratios to ensure they're correct.
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It does everything nowadays. Everything. So we can all go on the beach nowadays, people, and go enjoy ourselves. We don't have to do traditional work anymore. Tottenham scored another one, but too late. It is now 4-3. It's a really good set, Good move by who set that up? That's a really good move by the player. It's gotta be. Is that Madison who set that up? Madison's been. You hear me calling for Madison a long time ago. Some coaches are just who they are. You gotta have help in the stands or in the box helping you, looking down at the game. It's ridiculous. 4-3 people. I said 7 goals. I was wrong. 6 goals. I said. I'm sorry. I was wrong. It's now 7. What they're saying? Something wrong with the goal? Uh-oh. VAR is checking. He wasn't offside, so nothing wrong with the goal.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
When we scored our goal, I can't believe Martinelli's offside on that play. You have to be lame brain to be offside on that play. Lame brain. Even though Bassi stepped up, lame brain. But that's Martinelli. Doesn't make good decisions. We are at full time, people. I see the ref is going to blow it off. Spurs may have their last attack. Put the ball in the box. Yeah. Good ball over. Oh, brilliant ball by Timo Werner. Wow. I think that's it.
Well, that was a brilliant ball. It was a brilliant
ball by Timo Werner. Maybe a little bit too much pace on it, but brilliant ball. Brilliant ball. Ref should be blowing off now. It should be the last kick, and Chelsea taking their time.
All right. So this is the place where I see some teams being foolish, cranky. You get this ball now. We're in the last minute injury time. All they have to do is kick the ball long.
Because the ref is going to put more time on. The ref is going to put more time on. Right? You're going to put more time on.
If you kick it long, you're not go. The game's done because the ball in the air.
That's what I'm saying. But the ref's going to put more time on because he's going to say you're delaying it. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
The game done. Chelsea won 4-3. So people Chelsea in second place, 4 points out from Liverpool. Liverpool has a game in hand. Title race getting a little bit closer. Arsenal has decided to do what we normally do, is play for fourth, try to make Champions League. So we're going to get our trophy, our Champions League trophy, by making the Champions League, because Arteta doesn't know how to manage games, which Maresca seems to know how to do. So Slot is new. Maresca is new. They both have come in. They're both doing brilliantly. In fact, both of them are leading the league now. They're first and second now. So all the other brilliant managers who were there before putting them to shame. But still from the season, when the season started,
You wouldn't believe where I had Chelsea and Liverpool.
I had Chelsea top. I had 4 teams top 4. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, and City.
It's a Chelsea. Oh yeah, the original.
Yeah, we have a thing in England that we're doing where we pick our top 4. I picked Chelsea top 4. Of course, Chelsea come top 4. You got talent. Talent all over the place. You got more talent than anybody else in the league.
But I was thinking that because the coach would have been new to the Premier League, new as in he's never managed in the top flight before, never managed a top flight in the top flight before, but he's a pretty good coach.
Hey, CC, let me tell you something. Players play football, coach not play. Okay? Players are the most important asset, then the coaches. Now, coaches can enhance you or they can also take away from you. But if you have all the quality players that you do, and if they stay healthy, you struggle to pick a team. How many teams struggle to pick their team? Arsenal struggle to pick his team the same 11 every game if everybody's available. Chelsea struggle. Do I play Neto? Do I play Sancho? Do I play what's his name on the right? Do I play Nkungu? Do I play Felix? Do I play? You got players. Do I play Lafayette? Do I play Fernandez? Do I play Caicedo? You got players all over the place. You got some players people don't even hear about that much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth. It's like, as I said, we have players all over the pitch. So I mean, but you see, when Chelsea was making the signings, people were saying, "Oh, you're signing this and you're signing that all over the place, and you have 40 ballers." I'm like, sometimes different teams employ a different strategy. Obviously, they came in, they signed a bunch of young players. They said they have belief in the young players. We have some more young players coming in. Kendrick Paez to come in, Estavo William to come in next season. So they're building out a structure towards the future.
Chelsea will be up there every year for the next 6-7 years. Their players can't go anywhere, people. You know why they can't go anywhere? Because they're on a contract for 7, 8, 9 years. So, yes, they may have some injuries and it may be challenging. But what they're going to do is they're going to compete. They're going to have commercial revenues because they're competing. They have young players who are good players who are only going to get better. Chelsea's in a great position. Great position. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You got money. And City has a problem because City is old. They got to replenish their team. They got money. They're not poor. They got money. But that team will take some time to blend like Chelsea is doing now. And City also have those charges. Some of them are real charges, people. They're not fake charges. They're real charges. So let's see what the Premier League does. It's supposed to be done by December 15th in terms of what they're doing. So we should know something at least by early next year about the ultimate outcome.
Mustin Maxwell want to know if I'm winning the league. No, Mustin, I have to calm down, man. Take it one game at a time. We're taking it game by game. I wouldn't say we're going to win the league at this juncture. We're taking it a game by game.
Chelsea can win the league. Chelsea can win the league. Chelsea lost to Liverpool and lost to City, and they weren't like they got beaten, and they were still trying to figure things out. Chelsea can win the league. Chelsea has quality.
I think I told somebody that the City game came for us quite too early in the season. Like it was the first game, so I think for me that's really why I think City beat us. Because if you look in the game, that's when the City game gave me more confidence in the team. Cranky, because when I saw the game, I was like, Chelsea lost, but we weren't beaten. So we lost the game, but we weren't beaten.
Say that again.
Chelsea lost, but we weren't beaten.
You mean you were beaten, but you weren't discouraged? Because you were beaten. Like, so, you were beaten.
No, but
I thought I said Kovacic scored some goals, score a goal, and the other goal score. I thought I saw that. So beat mean you have lost. The issue is that you lost, but you weren't discouraged because you had quality.
No, I was just trying to say that, like, the way in which Chelsea lost the game, it wasn't as if we were outplayed and
yeah, you were encouraged by the loss, right? You were encouraged by the loss.
I was encouraged by that loss.
Yeah.
Especially I was encouraged with respect to the loss.
Yeah, no, you're encouraged by the loss. And I can understand why you're encouraged by the loss, people. Because you played decent. If you're the first part of the season where Chelsea is just trying to figure the team out, they get rid of Sterling, they cut the team down to What? They want to get down to 27, 28 players or 25 players. They're struggling about who should be in the squad. There's a lot of early season disruption. You guys score a lot of goals. You have so much offensive power. And with Palmer playing so well in the 10, and Palmer's a winger playing the 10. People, for those who give Cranky a hard time when I said Dwight McNeil can play the 8 or play whatever, and you're saying no. Palmer was a winger naturally, right? Doesn't mean coaches can't change a player and give him instructions because he's a good footballer. And some people just don't realize that people have to play a certain position. After a while, you can reposition them and they can do well. A skillful footballer, I always thought Gray should play the 10 for Jamaica because play defense. You need to hide him defensively. I need my wingers to be running all day. That's why Palmer should play the 10 because he doesn't really like to defend. Chelsea send the done. No, RR. He's not done. My coach doesn't know how to use him. My coach doesn't know him, though. You tell me a player is done, RR, when you play him 5, 6, 7, 10 games and you see no production. He hasn't played the kid. He hasn't played, not a kid, but he hasn't played Sterling. How you know Sterling done? If you ain't getting no game time, I don't know if you're done. He keeps playing the same Trossard, doing the same old nonsense. He please played Martinelli. Sterling's a better player than those two in my mind. The problem with Sterling is that he can't play defense anymore. And Arteta wants his players to play defense. So Martinelli plays so much. Sterling's a much better decision maker in the final third than Martinelli and Trossard.
But then, Cranky, what about games where you think Arsenal needs to win and you have him on the bench? Not even a 10 or 15 minute, inject him into the game.
Because my manager can't game manage. I keep telling people this. He can't game manage. He doesn't know how to game manage.
One time I said to somebody that if Arsenal doesn't win the league, if Arsenal don't win the league, I think I'd said it in about 3 seasons back when they led the league. I was saying, if Arsenal don't win the league, one of the main reasons...
We ain't winning that without Arteta. We ain't winning that without Arteta.
No, I was saying one of the main reasons is Mikel Arteta. And the person was saying, what do you mean? I'm saying, if you notice Mikel Arteta, his ability to adjust and in-game manage is not there. It's just... And somebody saying that it's just gone 6 seasons and they're building a project. And I'm like, a team like Arsenal...
Just 6 seasons? Really?
But, Cranky, I said it to them, Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, when you go to clubs like these, after 3 seasons, they're looking to win the Premier League. That's what these clubs are trying to do. 4th season, you must be winning the Premier League. So it's like, if you're not winning the Premier League, to spend 6 seasons, right now, if Arteta stays this season and does not win the Premier League, he's gone to 7 seasons.
Yeah, he's gonna be there for 10 years. I don't win nothing.
And that's crazy. Like, you're going to be at a club for 10 seasons, nothing, like no Champions League, no Premier League, 1 FA Cup. Like, if people judge Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool, but guess what happened? Jurgen Klopp came in. By his 3rd season, he was in the Champions League final. By his 4th season, he won the Champions League. By his 5th season, he won the Premier League.
Yeah.
So within 5 years, he won the Champions League, won the Premier League, and he went to the Champions League final. He won the FA Cup, he won the League Cup. He won all of the trophies. So even though he did not win multiple of them, he won over the period of time that he was there. From his 3rd season up, he was giving them a trophy every season until his last season when he didn't win anything. But for you to be 6 seasons in and still thinking about a project, and then Chelsea is what now? This ownership is in their 3rd season basically, and Chelsea look like they're going to win silverware in their 3rd season under this ownership.
Yeah. No, definitely.
So it's all about, like, when you come at these big clubs, why do you think Manchester United keeps trying to change managers and everything? Because they don't want to go 4 seasons with a manager and not lift the Premier League title, even though they might be doing things.
Man City win more trophies than Arsenal has. United's reign.
Exactly. Oh, so Dave is saying it. I told Zidane on the radio, because I told him on the radio, like, there's no way you're going to have, it's Arteta our boss this season. When I'm looking over there, I'm like, you got the opportunity. It's been 6 seasons. What are you really doing? You have gotten 6 seasons, and I would say 5 where he has had his own transfer window. That's 10 transfer windows to put your imprint on this team. So that means it's your team. It's Mikel Arteta's team. Even this team right now with Enzo Maresca, it's not necessarily Enzo Maresca's team. He inherited that team and he's managing that team to the best of his ability. But this team that is Arsenal is Mikel Arteta. There's no Aubameyang. There's no something that a lot of these players have left. So this is your imprint. This is what you are, your imprint on the Arsenal team. So I don't know where Arsenal fans is going to go with this, because when
Arteta's not getting anywhere. He got a new contract. He's not going anywhere. The Crankies are glad he's making them money. They don't think about things the way we think about things. Fans think about trophies. They think about money. The value of the club is appreciating, right? They're making top four. They're making money in Champions League. So, yeah. But Arteta, to me, is a good coach on the practice and training field. He cannot game manage his way with a paper bag. I've said this. His game management is beyond atrocious. It's awful. For example, I wouldn't put on Jesus today, because Jesus, frankly, hasn't scored in about, what, once in 30 games or once in 29 games? I probably would have put Sterling on the wing, put Martinelli through the middle. Put some speed through the middle, put Sterling on the wing. I know Sterling going to create something for him. When Odegaard was out, instead of playing Nwaneri, he played Trossard in the 10. Man, I know him, I do. What are you guys talking about? He doesn't know what he's doing. I haven't given up, but I don't like how a manager manages games. He can't manage games. He can't manage. You know what? I'm gonna start beating him. But can't manage games. Cannot manage games. His changes are poor. His team selection is poor a lot of times. Cannot manage games. He's an awful game manager. And I keep saying this, and people keep giving me a hard time about it. You know what you're talking about? Yeah, you guys think they're not genius in football, because football is not a genius sport. Football is a simple game. I know a lot of people like to protest that. It's not a genius game. Sorry. American football is a genius game. American football is a game where, you know what? There's so much permutations to it. It's complex. Football ain't complex.
You're not saying, and I said it the other day, I was looking at something, Cranky, and I was saying I was going to do a video on the same concept, where I was going to say football is not a complicated sport. Football is a simple sport. Like sometimes when you hear people talk about possession-based football, I'm like, there's not one way to play football. And this idea that some people will say possession-based and you have the lion's share of the possession, you're just trying to make a game complicated when it's simple. Just like Tottenham Hotspur. You have two speedy wingers, yet you have the lowest number of long balls in the game. Yeah. So that means you're not exploiting or playing to your strengths. You're trying to play the ball out of the back, which is not necessarily your strength, because your centre backs are not good enough to be playing out of the back. So you are not exploiting, and every team we're seeing in the league right now, that's what they're trying to do. Ipswich is trying to play out of the back. I've seen it cost them. Bournemouth is trying to play out of the back. I've seen it cost them. So pretty much everybody.
We call that CC. We call that. What you call that? Fala fashion.
Fala fashion.
Fala fashion people. Everybody want to do something they can't do.
I tell people that the easiest way to play I've seen in football is the way Mr. Jose Mourinho play, because it doesn't take the greatest quality of players to play that style.
Everybody want to follow Pep, and then I have Pep.
The quality
of players, right?
Exactly. If you don't have the quality of players, Frankie, you're not going to get the same results. That's just how it is going to, and you're going to lose more often than not, because you're going to get caught trying to play out of the back. But even the scenario where you guys are bouncing around the ball and getting set pieces and scoring. However, Arsenal needs to. I lamented the statistics earlier in the season, where I said half of Arsenal goals comes from set plays, and you cannot win the league or try to win the league just simply and depending on majority of your.
We don't have any center forward. We're playing with 10 men on the field. What do you mean? We have to go set plays. We're not on center forward. Our left winger is not effective as he should be, and we have no center forward. Our manager can't game manage. Of course, we ain't winning the league.
Yeah,
and people could tell me about Brian Burke. People that criticize Havertz too much. It's not criticizing Havertz. It's like, I know what good looks like, and he ain't what we. That's the reason why Chelsea got rid of him. Chelsea's can't help themselves. 8 million pounds for somebody who's a decent player. He's a 30 million pound player. 68 million pound. Could take that money and go buy a centre forward. Go buy Isak. Put 20 million and pay 90 million pounds for Isak. That's a quality centre forward. can run the channels, can beat a man, can head the ball, can score bullets. Frustrating. Anyway, CC, we'll close this down. I'm gonna go watch some NFL football. No, you know what? I don't have no New York team either. My Knicks last it's not a good weekend. My Knicks lost last night. Last weekend was good. My Knicks lost to Detroit last night. My Jets and Giants are awful. My Arsenal might as well have lost today because it looked like a loss. So it's not been a good weekend. It's not been a good weekend. Not been a weekend. But I would say this though. My alma mater did win the Manning Cup, which is good. My alma mater did win the Manning Cup. Yeah, they did win the Manning Cup.
Yeah, I lost the loser.
Beat the local catching team. So we're not over celebrate. Huh?
Yeah, I lost the Losers Cup yesterday, and I also lost a bet because I said Magra was going to, but I didn't lose the bet anyway. We just bet for 90 minutes.
I heard the ref gave what's his name, Gavin Messi, a lot of time to recover.
Listen, but the Magra people were dropping every minute, and I think the ref just added that back the time. They got 2 minutes. I thought
they're trying to play. They're trying to play for extra. They're trying to
play for the whistle because they were leading 1-0, and then the ref just added on the time, and they got about 8 minutes in the added on time, and they scored in the. I think they got about 7 minutes, and they scored in the 7th minute.
Yeah, not good. Anyway, people, let me just say this. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't hit the like button on your way out, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'll be back. Well, I should be back next week. By the way, people, if you're on this channel and you haven't subscribed to my Balanced View channel, please go subscribe because I'm spending more time there starting next week than I'm spending on this channel. Yeah, Brian, I'm going to watch me losing chat. So if you haven't subscribed to Balanced View, people, in fact, you know what, though, CC? We'll start the Sports Pan Balanced View channel and I do not cranky live. Me have to get my channel subscribers up, and then we can start doing more social to my Balanced View. But people, if you don't subscribe to my Balanced View channel, I'm gonna stop doing Cranky Live and do Balanced View. So if you want to comment, you gotta hit the Balanced View thing, and you have to subscribe. So start next week. Yeah, put Cranky Live on pause. So I may not get as many views, but that's okay. How many attendees?
You know, you're something that tomorrow on the radio, you know, you're gonna hear Oral come now.
I don't think I'm going to call into Oral channel because Oral will visit my channel. So I support Oral, I will not support him.
Not support him.
You're not support me. I'm not support him. I'll give my break. Because Oral like to argue points where he can't lose. Him argue where there's. As I asked him, you know, do you ever lose argument? Because you know there's a lot of people argument. So say your point.
He moonwalks a lot of points still because he said Arsenal choke, then he walk it back and saying because of his point that he's taking now, he was mistaken. Saying that Arsenal choke. So I think he moonwalks a lot of spots. And the radio environment cranky is a win argument type of environment. That's how they argue over there. So when you go there, you have to try. There's a win argument thing. They're not trying.
His show is a call-in show. By the way, Brian, I support Giants and Jets. I'm a New York. I don't pick either side. That may not sound logical, but I don't. No, his show is a call-in show, right? It's like you come on YouTube and just take calls, right? It's a call-in show, so that means the callers make the show per se. He's just a facilitator. The facilitator. The facilitator. So yeah, it works. It works. I should call into the other program though. The problem I have is that when you call from here, CC, it takes forever to get through. Something under 20 minutes. You get busy signal. I didn't know they had busy signal still on phone. You get busy signal.
Yeah, it's busy signal. Yo,
if you get busy signal on phone nowadays, people. Or the phone ring and nobody answer. They should have a queue. I keep saying this. They should have a queue. They don't have no queue. So you call in, it's busy. You call in, it ring
and go in because they need to have a switchboard. But
people are 1980s thing them have in Jamaica. Yeah, both I radio station. Me call into Zidane thing once I think or twice.
Yeah.
And I called to Maverick about 4 times. Me I cut back the Maverick. I call more Zidane thing because I know someone on Zidane channel. So because Zidane them watch my channel. I know somebody watch my channel.
Yeah.
Maverick watch my channel. So I can't support people who not watch me. I not support nobody who not watch me. I not support nobody who not support me. I not support nobody who not support me. So I not support you, not support me. I give Maverick a break. Yeah, no. If you not support me, I can't support you. You tell me you're busy all the time. Then me all too busy for you too. I have things I can't do too. Can't go listen to some Spotify.
We have to understand still not cranky. Him not really. He says Liverpool is his team, but he doesn't really watch the games, so I'm not sure how he's going to support Cranky Live when he doesn't even support.
No, him watch games. The line matter. Him watch game. Him watch game. Him now, you can't know so much about game if you don't watch the game. You have to watch the game. You may not watch the entire game, but you watch the game.
Yeah.
Cricket station. Which one? Cricket station? Yeah. The problem with the Zinedine thing.
West Indies are playing today, no?
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? By the way, I want to say this. My condolences to the Samuels family. I know Lottie passed away. The Samuels family is a family from Lucy, Hanover, where they have about 5 sons in the family. They all play football, all very good. I think Lottie played the Costa Cup and Juvenile, actually. And I saw Lottie in the Bronx this summer. So I was shocked to hear he passed away. So my condolences to the family, people. Great athletic family, by the way. And the mayor of Lucy, actually, Sheridan, Danny Boy, Samuels, all part of that family. Really athletic family. There was an older brother, and then there's like 4 younger brothers, actually. So my condolences to the family, and Lottie, rest in peace. And when I saw him in the Bronx, he looked healthy, so I'm not sure what happened, actually. But what you were saying, CC?
I was saying West Indies is playing today. So.
But I watch West Indies when they win. So that means I don't really watch them a lot.
So you know they're going to win when
No, if they're in a favorable position, because there's no favorite, as Maverick says. So Bangladesh make 294 for 6, West Indies 42 for 2. Yeah, Bangladesh makes 294 against you. Why not they can't bat? West Indies gone to the dog. I thought West Indies bowlers were bowling better with Seals and with some of the other bowlers they have, Roach and all of them. I don't really watch West Indies that much. West Indies have gone from good to bad from great to good to bad to horrible. Right now they're about poor. From a world cricket standpoint, they're poor.
Yeah, poor.
Either their bowling is good or their batting is good at points in time, but never both.
But Cranky, do you see the thing the other day where I think the outgoing ICC chair or something like that is saying West Indies, I think he's a West Indies guy too, that we should go, West Indies should be disbanded and they should go by themselves. And
they should be disbanded. But if they disbanded, they won't be playing any cricket.
Exactly.
Maybe Barbados would play. Maybe Barbados.
Well, my thing is this, Cranky. If West Indies should be disbanded, why not disband England and Wales and play as England by themselves?
Yeah, but England wouldn't care because they don't need Wales or Scotland. They don't need Wales, not Scotland, but they don't need Wales. They don't need Wales.
I think West Indies can't compete if we're not West Indies.
They can't.
It doesn't.
And cricket need a beating stick. So keep West Indies.
Yeah, West Indies. I don't think it should be go to Jamaica and we wouldn't. We are already look at it, Cranky. Jamaica is already balling about funds to sponsor cricket and fund cricket. So imagine if their cricket West Indies was disbanded and everybody went on their own. Probably only Barbados.
Here's the funny thing about it. Jamaica play football and they're not good at it. But as football get all the notoriety, and we're not good at football. We're not good at football. We like football. We play enough football. We're not good at it.
But as I said before, we can't go our own in the cricket thing. It doesn't make any sense. Like we have to just leave that alone. And countries that go, Cayman is going their own all long. Cayman ain't winning nothing. I think Bermuda is probably the only country that
Cayman have no size to win nothing. Cayman have no size to win nothing.
But Bermuda look like they might get side. Don't Cranky. Bermuda look like they're getting good. They're actually playing and
they probably invest in it, right? They probably invest in it.
But the people who are backing West Indies cricket, they're more in the Bermuda region, so those persons will invest in cricket Bermuda. So we don't have anybody that loves cricket in Jamaica that will back cricket.
Would have anyone that does what?
I don't think we have anybody that loves the cricket that's in a position.
Cricket's out of style in Jamaica. Nobody wants to step in on field for no whole day run up and down. Jamaica have short term is in nowadays. Party people, so unless a party, then party run all day. But on a party, Jamaica not do that.
Yo, like the other day, Mr. Sabina Park, it was rum. Guess what was the occasion?
Wow.
Footloose.
Yeah, of course. Party Jamaica, party people, you know.
That's,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
only time somebody in a park is full. When there's a party.
Yeah, party. Good. All right, CC, let me jump out of here. CC, thank you for coming on, sir. I know it's last minute. I appreciate it. Bless up Johnny Powell. Johnny Powell, you joined me late. Dave, Brian, Ted Dexter, the whole works. Eddie Gooner. Bless Eddie. I saw Eddie late. Arnar. Everyone, thanks for joining me. I appreciate being here. Spurs were Spursy. Arsenal was the same old Arsenal. Can create opportunities from open play. Maybe Arsenal is like Jamaica, even though we're not good on set pieces. So we don't know we're good at. But anyway, let's hope that we go out and do some recruiting, as I mentioned on Eddie's Kuna. By the way, go for the Any Good channel, people. Are called Eddie Vision, I should say, and subscribe to his channel. I see Eddie coming on mainly on Saturdays, actually, at about 3 or 4 p.m. You said it was 3 and then change to 4:30. But support Eddie Guna TV. Support our Jamaica YouTubers, them. So go to CC channel. What's your channel name, CC?
CC Sports Lab. CC Sports Lab.
I know you have regular job on channel, because may I have regular job in on channel. I stay away from YouTube. I go on a cover and come by Jamaica channel alone.
I want to say, Cranky, it's me have a job on the channel, and that's why I feel like I'm not get enough like out of the channel, because right now I have other engagements and I have to try do one.
Yeah.
Some things I can't even say too, because you don't know.
Exactly. You have to be very cautious about if you have a regular job, what you say in this forum. Even when you don't have a job, be cautious, much if you have a job.
Yeah. And then it's like I have a regular job, or I have a regular job in corporate Jamaica. So that's the next thing where you have to be cautious. I think in what you say and how you conduct yourself. So
no, that's a fact actually. But all right, CC, enjoy your Sunday, everyone. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Peace out. Later. Frankie Life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk, and it's free, yo. Frankie Life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Frankie Life, tell them. Frankie Life, heed them. Frankie Life, want them. Frankie Life. From the courts to the field, we'll never lose, because Cranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Cranky Life, tell them. Cranky Life, heed them. Cranky Life, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life, where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Cranky Life, get to know the name, because Cranky analysis is never lame. Cranky Life, give me my Cranky Life. I want my Cranky Life. Must have my Cranky Life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know Cranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat, and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Cranky Life. Tell them, Cranky Life. Heed them, Cranky Life. Want them, Cranky Life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Cranky Life. Tune into Cranky Life. Like up Cranky Life. Subscribe to Cranky Life. Cranky Life coming to you on weekdays. Cranky Life sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat, because Cranky will always bring the heat. Cranky Life. Me say fi tell them Cranky Life. Me say fi heed them Cranky Life. On them Cranky Life. Cranky Life will be around. Cranky Life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Cranky. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Heed. Want. Heed. Want. Heed them.